regard to the particular issue of CUSA student government, I'd like some clarification from someone in the executive. Article 1 of the Constitution says, and I'll just read it out, I'm sure you guys are familiar with it, the organization shall be known as the Carleton University Students Association and shall act as a representative of the entire undergraduate body attending Carleton University. Now, let's not get distracted by this union government distinction, but I'm curious if you in fact do believe that it's the role of the CUSA to represent all students at Carleton, not just a particular ideological perspective when they take political positions.
The responsibility of CUSA to represent the collective interest, not the individual student interest, but the collective interest of the association. So whether that means standing up for the equality of women's rights, I believe that that's a collective interest the entire association has to stand behind if we're going to ask the pointed question.
Let me, before we start going down the road, let's keep our applause to the end. I don't mind applause that much. I mean, it takes away from people's time to speak, obviously, which is a problem, but I hope people applaud. But let's just keep to the end of statements or questions or the end of the debate, but I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Go ahead.
I just have a question for Sean.
Maybe please.
Yeah. Right.
Sean.
Sean Woodard. It says right here you say that the claim of faith-based groups be banned from any spaces is false, because the proposed motion would not see any faith-based or cultural groups in those spaces, just to anti-choice groups. Now, what about faith-based groups who are, in your view, anti-choice? If this view is so dangerous and discriminatory, why should it matter if it's a religious group or secular group?
I think what we're talking about here is actually not referring to groups, but the actions of groups, right? So faith-based groups, there is no intention to remove from any space or anything else like that. But if the actions of groups are seen to be discriminatory in any fashion, then that group will be warned by our club's commissioners that action is being discriminatory, that they're being discriminatory in those spaces, and they'll be asked to stop the discriminatory behavior. So regardless what the behavior is, if it seems to be discriminatory within our policies, we use the Constitution and policies, and they'll be asked to stop that.
Sarah, question.
You have something else, Sarah?
I actually do. Okay, so, but you didn't specifically state in the motion, I don't think, it was just action, because any group is advocating for the recriminalization of abortion. So if a religious group was advocating, don't you think it's undermining your statement that these views are discriminatory and dangerous by allowing any group to hold these views?
No, not at all. What the motion actually speaks to is it's been amended now to actually clarify that point. The original motion I don't think spoke properly to everything we're trying to get across, but if you actually look at the amended motion, it speaks very well to specific groups that have the sole intention of anti-choice purposes.
Okay.
You're Sean?
Are you a student?
Former student.
Sorry. Members who can speak. Anyone can observe, but members will be members and those questions and participate.
My question is to the executive in general, I guess Katie and Dr. Joe, that you put the motion forward originally. The motion is based on the grounds that you agree that the anti-choice groups want to radically alter the abortion law, the lack of abortion laws in Canada, and that we change the way our country works away. My question is, the Canada CUSA does fund development which support other kinds of revolutionary radical changes, such as from socialist groups to the Crusade for Christ on campus. My question then is, how does CUSA reconcile types whose revolutionary views are allowed, whose are not?
Good question.
Okay, so first of all,
To answer your question, the one thing that you say is groups who seek to change current abortion laws, for example, advocating for the recriminalization of abortion, that's one thing that constitutes anti-choice as defined by the amended motion. Like, one thing that is clear in the amended motion that we were getting a lot of questions from students is, what does anti-choice mean? The amended motion quite clearly it spells that out. What is an anti-choice action? Is any kind of action, be it a campaign, a display, anything like that limits or restricts a woman's ability to choose her options in the case of pregnancy. So while the most drastic and most far-reaching would be a change in legal precedent, that also it also covers any kind of harassment that intimidates or restricts a woman's ability to choose. So, that being the case, we do have lots of groups on campus that take, specific views on the law, things like that. However, we're not talking about that. We're talking about any action that enables or disables a woman to choose for herself her best option.
Can I just add to that as well? It's not just about a group that would seek to change a law, for example. We're not talking about that here. But when a group simultaneously seeks to change a law and it's going to be discriminatory, that's what we're talking about.
Okay. We're kind of getting ahead of ourselves because there will be a specific question period associated with the motion. So it's kind of redundant to ask questions now. There is open question period because we're moving to that question right now. So if there are any questions other than those.
About the petition earlier on. So my question is, since the motion has completely changed, do we still accept the petition that was kind of on the motion?
Yes.
Okay.
The petition is what it is, and it was dated, but I mean it's correspondence that you're received by council.
Okay.
Right. Are there any other questions? Go ahead. And name please.
Nicholas McLeod, and this is for Sean. Now in your speaking on this issue to the community, has there been any threat of legal action brought to you or to CUSA by any organization who may have felt offended by something that you have said while speaking to the community and by representing the Carleton University Students Association.
So as far as lawsuits brought, I mean, personally, I think that's a private matter. I'm not going to comment on that. On the Carleton University Students Association, I've been threatened by both yourself and Sarah Fletcher, members of Lifeline, to be sued. We've also received physical threats otherwise as well. So.